back to the channel. So things seem to be really heating up in the world. Right now, things are looking tripped out to many of us. Really, really tripped out. Thanks to one of our moderators for sharing this in our most recent live broadcast. We want to get into this story right here. So apparently, Russian military personnel enter into a Niger air base where some U.S. troops remain. So I want to get into this story because things are definitely looking very, very interesting at this point. We always want to try to see where things line up with biblical prophecy. There's definitely a shift that is happening worldwide, and we are watching it and are here for it. Let's get into this story and see exactly what's happening here. So it says Russian military personnel enter Niger, a Niger air base where some U.S. troops remain. Russian military personnel have entered the air base where U.S. troops are located. Two U.S. officials have confirmed this. Russians have been in Niger for several weeks as the U.S. negotiates the withdrawal of its troops from two air bases in the country. One of the officials have said. A second official described the Russians as trainers and said they were located about 2 miles from where the small number of U.S. troops are based at Niamey's International Airport. So, most of the roughly 1,000 U.S. troops still in Niger are at a second air base and about 500 miles away from the capital in the city of Agadez. Asked Friday about the Russians' deployment, Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov told reporters in Moscow that Russia was developing ties with various African countries in all areas, including in the military one, adding that those nations are interested in it. We are also interested in it, and we will continue to develop our relations with African states. So Russia. Let me just stop for a minute here. So Russia is, I almost started laughing with the Africans because they want to help. They want to live. They want land and resources as well. They want to help each other out. So they're being kicked out, but these African. This is some interesting. U.S. stuff, troops is being kicked out. She said. Countries, and it's like Russia's rubbing it in too. These African countries said, you know what, you can go. We would rather deal with Africa. Now, I hope this doesn't turn out disastrous for them, but how much worse could it be? Because Russia has already shown itself to be, I'm just going to say, somewhat of a friend. I got to say this because I know that there's some dirt behind them as well. But we know the dirtiness behind dealings with the West already. They haven't been fair. Right. They haven't been righteous. Right. Can anybody point to any debts that they have forgiven? Can someone help me out with that? Right. Anyway, again, right. I'm hoping that everything works out fine, but it looks like Russia's rubbing it in. They say, look, when we said we wanted to work with Africa, we were saying in every area, right, including military. Whew. My. Again, this is one of those things that you definitely will want to get into scripture and see where all of this lines up, right? See where it all lines up, because this is interesting. They're telling you guys hear? Can you guys hear this? You got to go. You got to go. But Russia's coming in to train, and they're going to work with them in other ways as well, rubbing it in. So, this is some interesting stuff. They said that they are interested in developing a long time. Their relations with other African states as well. It says before a coup in Niger in July 2023 led to the demand that American troops leave the country, the U.S. had used the two bases to fly drones on counter-terrorism missions across the vast Sahel region of North Africa, where political unrest and weak central governments. So you can know what's going on.
Russia is with the Africans because he liberated them by giving them their land and their resources from NATO. NATO had them oppressed like they got us oppressed. So Putin went in there and took, and that's why they went into Chase Bank and took out the money out of Chase Bank. That's why there's no more Chase Bank. And you can see a clip on this one. This another video of hers showing how, they're going to take out their money. The people here in America taking out their money, and the money's not there because Putin done took out the money and gave it to the Africans. Now, why did he do that? Because they owe the Africans. They're trying to get the military might to get to Africa to get here so that we can be liberated too, because he's liberating Africa. And so now he's done. So they kicked out the U.S. troops out of Africa, out of Nigeria. So they're kicking the U.S. troops out of Nigeria, and Nigeria is telling them to get out. All of the African countries is kicking the U.S. out. So therefore, they got to get out and go back. And so if they come, where are they going to go? They can only go to Israel and here. But we're saying, no, you got to go back to the Caucasus Mountains, or you're going to have to, get enslaved with somebody else, because you can't stay here because you don't know how to mind your own business. That's it. You just don't know how to mind your own business. You came here as criminals. And when, when we say we want a building or we want to submit a proposal, then you will lock somebody up like me in jail. Those are the gates being closed because the guards are patrolling 24 hours a day here. So they're closing the gates. If you can hear that. But anyway, it's 1:00 in the morning. Okay, so they're so anyway, they're kicking out the U.S. troops in Africa, because what you doing in Africa when you haven't even settled your differences here when you removed us from the land? So I just wanted to show you what she was, and I wanted you to see her the link to her video. It's redirecting prophecy. That's her channel, redirecting prophecy. But she was going into, and watch all her videos, and she goes into into detail of the U.S. military is being kicked out because Vladimir Putin says you got to go because you're the synagogue of Satan. You fake. I just exposed you by opening up the vault and telling you that you have to repent to the messiahs in America. His whole thing is that he has to get his army together because America has not repented to us. He already know that the Moors is not the Most High, or they wouldn't have got us in this mess anyway. He already did his research. He already knows who's who, and he's trying to get the Moors and the Africans to fight the U.S. here to unleash the land and the resources that they stole from us. That's what he's doing. That's why the Africans are saying y'all got to go. And so, because France had got Putin went into France and NATO and took the gold from them and gave it to the Africans so they can form their army to come here. This is what she's saying here. And this is what type in Ritter, John Ritter. What's his name? Scott Ritter, Ritter. He'll tell you flat out. Well, that's what he's doing. That's what Putin's doing. Because he's tired. People are tired of getting murdered and genocide out by a bunch of people who call themselves the law when they're nothing more than criminals, pointing the finger at other people and bringing drugs in the communities, and then turning around and locking you up when you have it in your hand. So it's like, well, what you doing here? Because they're in the business of killing gods and messiahs. That's what keeps them alive. So this is what she's saying.
Have allowed terrorist groups, including Al Qaeda and affiliates of ISIS, to gain footholds. Now, what's interesting about that, before I continue back with the article, what's interesting is many have said that many of these groups, such as Al Qaeda and others, and ISIS and all these other groups, many have said that there are Western affiliations with those groups. In other words, these are groups that some are claiming allegedly were put in place by the West.
Yeah.
That's some interesting stuff to note as well. Now, why did you put a group in place to destabilize and then say that you are now fighting these groups so that you can combat terrorism?
So basically, the U.S. had created ISIS, and Putin, and they're saying, "Oh, we got to fight against ISIS." And Putin said, "Well, you the one who created ISIS, so how you going to fight against something you created?" So you and ISIS got to go. That's what Putin is saying, and the Africans are saying, "Yeah, you and ISIS got to go. Y'all got to get out." So they're kicking out ISIS, the UN, and all that. Mm.
That's some okey doke, switcheroo, tripped out stuff right there. You create the problem and you create the solution. Interesting. So, anyway, back to the article.
Well, yeah, you bring the drugs into the community, and then you say no to drugs, and then you bring in Ronald Reagan and his wife talking about just say no to drugs when y'all the ones that brought it in here. So you bring it into our community and then lock up the men who ever have it in their hands. Just like you did, and this is how you created the gangs, Crips and Bloods. The Crips was all about getting the cops away from us. The Bloods come in wearing blood because they want blood outside of your body. They come to bring the pain to you. If you're honest, they bring the pain to you. Those are CIA agents that infiltrated, and now they're all infiltrated. So that's what they do. They create the problem and then try to come up with the solution because they were literally made of a locust like beetle and a cankerworm and and a reptilian. This is what their DNA is made of. Why do you think they make helicopters? Don't they look like bug? Because they bugs, bugging you, flying around and bugging you. Because this is what they are. I mean, it's what you're gonna get. It's what. So That's why Putin said, "Oh no, we already know what it is. We know that the U.S. this is what they're all about. They feed off the blood of the saints. That's why when Kaka Shelley and all them and the city mayor was upset and scared of my followers from just sending them the proposals to hand over the land that I bidded for, rightfully bidded for. They turned around and brought the SWAT team on me for what? For being a criminal, and you don't want to be exposed for that, but you being exposed for being a criminal by bringing the SWAT team to take me to jail for 5 days for nothing. But when I went in there, I saw that there was other women like me in there for the same reason. They submitted their deeds to get the land because they was homeless. This is what Ebony told me in cell block 7. Yeah, so you see, she's in there because of that too. And y'all thought she was the worst one. No, she was militant towards you. She hated your guts. So y'all so stupid. Put her in there with the worst one that's against y'all. Stupid. She gave me all that information. Yeah, she's in there because the city, Chino, San Bernardino County are all criminals. The police officers are criminals. When I got out of jail, I sat on my daughter's couch. I turned on it was right there. News Channel 7 was exposing the same ones that took me to jail for nothing. Of course, when he drove me all the way to jail, he was every fat motherfucker's that night, that day, that moment. His whole fucking family was, because it's like, well, damn, since you're gonna take me to jail, you're gonna get an earful of this this abomination that's coming to you. You know what I'm saying? And then he became upset when he found out he got nothing. He started driving all crazy and stuff, Yeah, because he's mad because you don't have nothing. I'll be out less than 5 days. So he was mad about that. But the simple fact is that you try to put me through that because you mad because you're the parasite. Well, now you have other forces that surrounding you, U.S. And this is the video I'm trying to tell you. It's just that what's happening is that armies, all nations is surrounding about you now. It's just surrounding you. And it's nowhere for you to go. You can't go to Florida because your son, Benton Yahoo's son, ran into Florida. This is what the same one said it. This is one that said that Benton Yahoo, his name is Benkowski. It's not Ben Yahoo. It's Ben Kowski. Ben Kowalski. Yeah, the ones we used to knock out in high school and shit. Anyway, here's
as the Russian presence on the base comes amid soaring tension between Washington and Moscow over U.S. support for Ukraine. More than 2 years into Russia's ongoing invasion of the neighboring country, U.S. Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin speaks.
Oh, okay. I want to thank Eric. He sent me. Okay, so I got two cash apps today. Thank you. It worked. I wanted to tell you that. I forgot to tell you. And thank you, Fatima. Thank you, CJ. Thank you, Ricardo. I don't know if but anyway, thank you, Fatima. Thank you, Eric. You come on now. Thank you. You know, and it was $28 and it was $1 to add to the $28. Thank you, Eric. Thank you, Fatima, for sending y'all the $5. Let me tell you how I need that. And I appreciate you. Every little bit counts because I'm saving that up for the camera that I want to put right here so you can see me more better. Because look how foggy this is. And you know my stuff was stolen. And it was the government that somebody stole my shit because no crackhead, no fiend, dope fiend will steal your license and your registration out your glove compartment. No, they'll get the good shit. No, but they want to steal all of my. It was in my suitcase, and I had all my books. Oh yeah, you know that. But it's books that I can replace, and all of my proposals that I've been writing. But see, you can take all the proposals because I can make them all up again. You just help me perfect the technique by stealing my stuff, and I already know who it is because it's got to be the government that stole mine. Because what you going in the glove compartment stealing? What if you a dope fiend and you a crackhead and you a meth head? The last thing you'll be thinking about is going. Well, I mean, you would go into the glove compartment and see a bunch of papers that is the license and registration. You wouldn't care about that. You would care about whatever else is in there. So the fact that you took that, let me know who stole my shit out my car while I was in my daughter's house, watching TV. And my shit was stolen about 2 months ago. Yeah, because somebody mad because I've been sending my proposals to the city mayor, to the governor, and my proposals is different now. It's very professional, but it gets straight to the point of what building I want right here and right here. Now they have to give it to me because Vladimir Putin told them to give it to me. He said, this is why I'm opening up the vault to show the world that the black messiahs that he says is in America. We just have the portraits here, the oldest living portraits in the world, showing you that it's black people. You see these messiahs, you see the messiah in the middle, with the dreadlocks is over everybody. This is Russian. This is a Russian book, Russian Bible book that teaches the laws about the black messiahs in Russia that have to apply to the whole world because Putin is about liberating the Most High people so he can live in peace and harmony. Because if he don't, then then it would be an early galactic war if he don't get involved now. Like for instance, if they tried to take me out, it would be an early galactic war. You can't just kill anybody, motherfucker. You're gonna have to, yeah, you're gonna have to back off. Okay, you have to back off and get off the land because they're in the last days. They're in the last of their days. So no weapon should prosper against thee. It's over here. So you know what I'm saying? So they have to bow down or they have to leave. And Putin is coming. This is what she's saying. That the Africans have gathered together with Korea, now North Korea, China, and Iran, gathered together to kill the synagogue of Satan in Israel and in NATO, which is Poland and France. He stole the money out of NATO and gave to the Africans and then asked the Africans, can I please do business with you? And the African says, well, certainly you can do business. You can definitely do business with us. So that's why the Africans is like, come on, Putin. And Putin giving them their weapons. Now they're already over here because they keep complaining about so many Africans coming over here at the age of, their ages are 20 to 37. That's war age. You in your prime right there. And they're all men, and they're Africans, they're Chinese, of course all Russians, and then they're also the you no the Turkish, the Ottoman Turks. Ooh, they already here, you know, moving into these houses and mansions and stuff, acting like, well, we're just the squatters. Of course, you just the squatters. Why you being trained over here in the field over here? But anyway, yeah, let me just I'm finna get off because I know it's nighttime. I know y'all gotta go to sleep, but I had to make this video. Okay, so now I also want to talk about the trailer, but I want you guys a little mini trailer for yourself so you can hitch it to your car. Now, some people say, well, I can't drive. You don't have to drive, but stay there so we can travel to you. It don't cost that much money to get a trailer. Go on Facebook. Okay, I had to get another account because I can't even go on my old Facebook. I can't even get on there. I don't know. I just can't. I'll try, but I had to open up another account to get to cheap RV trailers for sale. Just type it in there, and you'll see some for like pennies on the dollar. Get that, fix it up or whatever if you have to. Attach it to your car, and then make videos and say, "Okay, I'm right here. I'm over here in Texas or Florida or whatever," because I have my brother is in Texas, the one that said, "Oh my God, them high top tennis shoes is for them to be starting." He's in Texas, Dallas, Texas. So I gotta go visit him. My daughter Star, she's in Florida, so I gotta go visit her. And so I'm in California, so we should be able to travel throughout all these states and getting our own little, while we can make our videos, because we're talking about war upon the heathens and not on us. And we should be able to get out of the way. Ooh, this looks like some good. We should be able to get out of the way of the wrath that's coming to them while we sit back and do our little videos. Because I know I'm gonna be doing mine every day. I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna be the reporter of the neighborhood, traveling around, seeing this, and then showing what's going on, because it's about to be Bushwick, is what I'm saying. Did you hear what she said? She said that the Africans is with Putin, and they already coming over here.
Thursday in Hawaii played down the risk of U.S. and Russian forces being in relatively close proximity at the sprawling base in Niger. However, telling reporters the Russians are in a separate compound and don't have access to U.S. forces or access to our equipment. I'm always focused on the safety and protection of our troops, Austin said, but right now I don't see a significant issue here in terms of our force protection. Now, I can agree with that. Let me tell you why. Because Russia don't seem to be the kind to play dirty, if you know what I mean.
They don't
seem to be the kind to play dirty. So, of course, someone from the U.S. would say that they don't see an issue there. Of course you don't see an issue, because the dirty dealings come from who, right? So, of course you don't see.
Putin and them countries never colonize another country. They never do that. They don't colonize nothing. They see shit that's fucked up, and then they liberate your ass. That's why they say Hitler is bad. It's like, well, damn. Just because Hitler is your enemy don't make him my enemy. Why you clumping your enemy with me? I ain't got nothing to do with Hitler hating your ass. So you have to ask the question, why do he hate you? Okay, how come you don't want to let us ask that question? Why you don't want to translate what he was saying to see what he was talking about? Because he was telling everybody that you came slithering into the United States. You didn't come walking. You came slithering like a reptilian. And this is what his henchman said. This right-hand man, before Hitler would come on stage and say what he had to say, his man was telling, hey, man, you got lizards and bug people eating people. They were saying the same shit. So they were being victimized before. No, we were being victimized before before them. It's just that they were being victimized in another country, saying what the hell we were saying. And Hitler understood and discovered, because he was a homeless man first. They made poverty for this man. Then he was forced to become a historian to learn, why just like me, just like everybody. We got to learn our history. Like, wait, why are we getting messed up? See, the parasites make you learn why you getting fucked up. It forces you to study. Like, wait, why is you messing me up? Who is you? Oh, so y'all came here as criminals and y'all enslaved us. Okay. So that's why we got this booster shot right here where it messed up every your mother, father's father have this. Your mother's mothers have this. The booster shot. It messed up our skin. If it messed up your skin, imagine what it did to our brains. It made us be okay with looking at the TV box and doing what the TV box said, and then go outside, get a job, go to school, and do this routine and forget about what they gave you a shot to make you retarded because you were supposed to say, wait a minute, I'm not supposed to go to work for you. You're supposed to be working for me. And the reason why I got this shot is because now I'm a Riri now. I'm literally eating graham crackers in front of the motherfucking screen door. A Riri, because I took, you forced me to take the damn booster shot. My mother, father have it. Now they think that everybody got to take this immunization shot to make us dumb, to be a coward, to not know anything. Now we're in this predicament where we're forced to pay rent and we think that shit normal because of this damn shot. When we was little, when we was babies, we had to take it. Remember that fucked up our skin. Look at your arm right here on either the right or the left or the right arm. Right here, you feel right here. You be like, damn. Yeah, okay, that was the booster shot. That's what messed up our brain to make us be okay to go to school every day, to learn about nothing. We didn't learn shit. Mm-mm. I don't know now one woman that know how to catch some fish. Well, I do know women that know how to catch fish. They in Michigan, but I'm a fisherwoman. That's what I do. I fish. I like to fish. I haven't been fishing for a very long time, thanks to them, because they steal your land. They take the fruit trees. So now we can't just walk to a lake down the street like we used to. It's covered for apartments and concrete now. Sidewalks and streets. We used to go to a river down the street and just go fishing and just grill our fish right there and have the fruit trees everywhere, nuts, berries, and shit everywhere. We used to have that. But they took that because after they gave us the booster shot, they started to pluck up all the fruit trees off the grid right now. I know you wish you can go off the grid right now, but you can. Like I'm telling you, go to. I want to get my trailer first. Can y'all help me out first? First, can you help me get cash at me so I can save up money to get this trailer to hitch up to your car. You can go anywhere you want to, and you can go off the grid. But what we're gonna do is you just stay. You can, get some land if you want. If you can, get some land. Okay, cash at me so I can get some land and come to where I'm at. Okay, now I'm over here, right here in Hollywood. Y'all know what the address is at. Go to my website and look at my proposal and look at my address of where I'm at, and you see the building and everything. And we're gonna sit right up here, and we're gonna watch everything. And now, if you can't come here, that's why I'm saying it's good to cash at me so I can go there and we can just travel and we just come in as a group and we all travel. Why can't we travel together? See, that's what I want to do. I want us all to travel together. So if anybody and share this video. Oh, I have another channel. It's just type in at Catherine Irvin or just Catherine. Just type in Catherine Irvin and you'll see. Do I have my picture? Yeah, I have my picture. Anyway, and you'll see the videos. But I think we should travel. We should all. It's important for us to travel together. We got to stick together now. We got to stick together because look, okay, it's going to be so crazy that you're going to see police officers running for their life. That's why Trump got those high top tennis shoes for them, for Cockeyed Shelley and for, Man Face Karen and all them and old City Marion and Pudgy, Fat Pudgy, the one I cussed out. Okay, that's for them to wear those high top tennis shoes to have ankle support because they're gonna be hitting them corners, running for their life. That's what it's for. Because Trump is the Joker and Batman at the same time. Because Fauci is the Penguin. Okay, so just know that. Just remember that because they make these movies. They ain't making them for nothing. Somebody was doing some time traveling, and they saw what was going on, and they know, and they was making it anyway. I gotta go because it's 1 o'clock, and I want to watch um Netflix. They got the new series, The Highlander, out. I don't really watch Highlander, but I have to watch this episode because they got the new episode out, and that's Trump when he was back in the day, and they were trying to make a because all the white people back in the day were all slaves and they were poor. So Trump's people were all of them were all poor and slaves, and they were trying to get past the medieval times because their own people was killing them in many different ways, and they was coming over here trying to get over here because of the Moors told them where we were at and told them that there was new land and green pastures, and they came here. Well, their bloodline is, of course, part of the parasitic bloodline of the Vikings that just kills everybody. I don't want to keep rambling on. Ooh.
An issue. You see. Wow. So in October, Washington officially designates a military takeover, a coup, triggering U.S. laws that restrict the provision of military support and aid to Niger. Oh, we're going to sanction you. If we can't have our way, we will sanction you. Isn't that something? Since then, diplomatic efforts to restore ties with Niger have been unsuccessful. 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 In other words,
Hi, DGBG. Hello, family. Ancient soul. We will rise. Absolutely. We're going to rise, sugar. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Indigenous woman. Woman. Okay, I know that's right. Mark Helms. Thank you, Mark. Now, I think we all should stick together. Ooh, let me just finish what she was saying. But we all should stick together. And what I mean by that is that we just get what we can get. I'm gonna continue to make these videos to show you. And now the videos last year, 2 years ago, is coming to fruition now. So all that I've been saying is actually happening because I was telling you about Putin and Roy Jones 2 years ago. And now, because I've been sending him proposals, I'm like, okay, one day you're gonna have to open up that vault. I didn't know he had a vault, but I did say one day you're gonna have to um, bring your army to liberate us. I told him that you're gonna have to do that because I don't know no army that I don't know what army that it was him, Iran, and he would have to get with the Africans because all of y'all is victims of the most ruthless people on the planet, which is in America and Israel. So that's the least of the flock. So Israel is the least of the flock will surely draw these people, these parasites out and into the land of Jehoshaphat where they have to battle and die there. And that's why Trump said, you better read your Bibles because it's all about you, getting what's coming to you because how dare you come here as a criminal and then force us to pay for food and water and go to work for who we working for? We're not supposed to be working. We're supposed to be working for ourselves and not for you. So the city mayor was supposed to announce that, and I told Vladimir Putin to tell the city mayor to announce it. The city mayor can only make their people pay for rent, pay for food and water, and pay for DMV driving, all this driver license shit, all this registration. That's for y'all people, not for us. So I'm telling Vladimir, tell the city mayor that I said she got to make, they got to make an announcement, or don't make an announcement and just wait for the army to come and take you out. See, this is what she's saying.
Arrivederci. We are done.
Yes.
Okay? Look at the sign here. It says, U.S. Army, you leave, you move, you vanish. No bonus, no negotiation. Arrivederci. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Right? So
Goodbye.
it says the region around Niger has experienced 6 successful coups over the last 3 years alone. Guinea, Mali, and Burkina Faso's ruling juntas has all issued statements of support for Niger's new military leaders. Burkina Faso and Mali were the first to turn to the Russian mercenary firm, previously known as the Wagner Group, for military training and support. A few months after Niger's coup, its ruling junta also asked French forces to leave, get out of here, and turn to Wagner, now controlled by the Russian state for security assistance. Wow. So they are telling these European Western nations, America, France, get out, goodbye. This is some interesting stuff, y'all. It says until recently, Washington considered Niger a key partner and ally in the region, swept by coups in recent years, investing millions of dollars in the Agadez base, which has been critical to U.S. counterterrorism operations in the Sahel. The U.S. also has invested hundreds of millions of dollars in training Niger's military since it began operations in 2013. So what have you spent that money? It didn't go into Niger's pocket. You know what I'm saying? You spent that money paying it to your people who were there on the ground. So let's keep things in their proper perspective.
Oops.
Now, the article ends by saying the Pentagon also has said the U.S. will relocate most of the approximately 100 troops it has deployed in neighboring Chad for now. Chad is also considering whether to continue its security agreement with the U.S. So even Chad is thinking.
Oh, am I?
That,
I haven't been on Telegram in so long. No, I
haven't.
I can't remember when I've been on Telegram.
Do it. Do it. Chad.
I
Do it.
I lost the account. I can't
Take
find
the
that
lead.
account. I've been
Make
looking
the
for it for like 6 months ago. I've been looking for my Telegram account, and
It
I don't
seems
know.
like the.
Ooh,
Why
I
do
wonder
keep
if it's
feeling
still
like
up.
laughing? I keep feeling. Oh my
Where
goodness.
is?
I guess it's kind of like when you see
Oh.
a bully finally get put in his place, or you see it happening, or you see some type of karma, or it's one of those things, I guess. Right? Someone who has had the foot on the neck for so long, but now somebody is starting to rise up and say, get your hands off of this person.
Yeah.
In this case, step back, leave Africa alone. We're going to be helping them from now on. Interesting. Like I said, I really hope and pray that things work out good in this. I really hope that Russia will be fair by African nations. So far, they have been. Okay.
Yep, they've been
now,
fair.
I'm pretty sure that there's some dirt that we can dig up on any situation, concerning any nation that has been there in Africa doing anything. India, the Western nations, the U.S., China. I'm pretty sure we can find some. But, in terms of Russia, what they are doing there, it could very well be a good thing. But we don't know. We won't know until we see. Unless the Most High reveals something else very significant. But Russia is starting to look pretty interesting in terms of helping these African countries. And to see them standing up now telling the bully to leave, very interesting. They're telling the U.S., France, and probably anybody else who thinks they want to keep there using and abusing, keep staying there using and abusing. Africa is saying, I'm tired of it. Okay, it's time for you to bust up out of here. Okay, it's time for you to go.
Yep, you gotta go.
Anyway, share your thoughts on this. Again, thank you to the moderator who shared this. I can't remember if it was Brother Don or Brother Neriyahu. Thank you for sharing this story. This is very interesting to me. I think we all need to keep our eyes open on what is happening in and around the world concerning Africa, Russia, the U.S., and just in general. Let's see what's happening and how the Most High is turning the tables. We need to really, really stay prayed up because we're living in some very interesting times. And we know that the enemy gets very frustrated. This is why they're talking about waging war against Africa. They're talking about recolonizing because they're getting frustrated because they feel like they are losing their grip. They feel like the foundation is coming out from under them. And so their course of action is to since we're losing our grip, we'll just recolonize. It's like they're losing touch with reality, right? This is really a tripped out thing to watch. For so long, these Western nations have made attempts to literally delete and wipe out. They didn't care that they were putting people in the ground. Number. This is how cold they have been.
Phone number.
And they think they need to do more. What kind of demon do you got to be sitting up in you to feel like you have to do more damage? What kind of rottenness is in your soul to where you feel like you haven't done enough?
See?
Oh my goodness. You think you need to do more? So instead of just leaving Africa alone, you think that because you slipping and you're slipping fast, you think that you need to go and recolonize. Or as the other guy said, just start a war with Africa.
Yeah.
So the whole continent, huh? That's some bully, devilish stuff right there. And you got to be out of your mind if you think we are wrong for speaking on these issues. You got to be out of your cotton-picking mind. I really, truly thank the Most High for his word that we are able to see with our own eyes how prophecy is unfolding. We are seeing prophecy unfold.
Thank you, Dominique.
Oh, my goodness. In the process of watching prophecy, we better make sure that our anchor holds and grips a solid rock. Make sure that you, as an individual, are on the right side of biblical prophecy. Also, make sure that you are staying prayed up. So anyway, family, I am done with this story. Interesting stuff to watch indeed. Very, very interesting. You got to keep our eyes on the prize, right? And the prize is not finding out your identity. The prize is making sure that you are on the right side of things. Make sure that you are repentant and that you repent daily for the wrong that you have done so that you can be all right when it's all said and done. Thank you for tuning in. Until the next live or the next.
Well, I don't know about repenting. Yeah, you're going to repent to what you did to your own family members and everything like that. You're going to say, oh, God, forgive me for what I did to somebody that you're not supposed to be doing bad shit. But I'm talking about you supposed to be saying what you supposed, no, just get what you have to get. Get that trailer, get that little house so that you can hitch it to your car. Because if you're going to travel and you want to be comfortable while you're traveling and seeing the sights and seeing your land, seeing nature. Now, if anybody get in the way of that, well, and they are the parasite, that's like a joyous time to destroy somebody on that. You can destroy them right away because it's like, well, we are going to the promised land together. We're seeing the sights. Each community, we'll find our spots and we'll just travel like that. And whoever gets in the way can no longer get in the way now because it's judgment on them. And, and it's like, so that's what we have to do. We just have to make sure we have our spot right where we're at. We start right where we're at, and then we build from there. But I'm going to get my trailer so I can travel, and then I can be in the states where we were removed from. They have Zion, Utah. They have here in California, all over. Ooh, and then when you come to Hollywood, we're definitely going to be seeing. So, we're going to be seeing everything. Got to be, we got to go to Malibu. Definitely got to go to Malibu. In fact, we got to get a little spot right there. We got to get a little spot right there. So from Florida, New York. So from New York, we'll be coming down to Florida because my daughter's in Florida. Oh, and then Blue is in Florida. My Patreon member, she's been my Patreon forever. She's in Florida. See, she's still, and Patience and all of my people on Patreon people that they're from Florida, they're from New York, from all over Texas. So yeah, we have to travel. But yeah, and it's another video I wanted you to see. I want you to see another video. But yeah, I'm gonna have to get off this. I want to get off this, but I want you to see see this one. Oh, you got to see this one. He is funny.
With your brother this week and family. As you just saw at the top.
Let me spell it. Here's his channel: MICMALISS. Just type that
yes,
in.
Indeed, that was King Yada, and he will be performing at the Royal Gathering right along with Queen Carly. She will be performing at the Royal Gathering, and bringing another fire lesson will be King Gino, and hosting this event, King Yashin Yasharala. I have been wanting this brother to host this event since we started, and all praises to the Most High. We got him this year. That brother's energy is so kinetic. Just wait. I cannot wait to see y'all next week. I can't wait. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait. I'm excited. I'm telling y'all. And it's been really, really busy this week. You know, from now and going into next week, there's a lot of stuff going on. And I just want to make sure, as a reminder, to let everybody know, next week we will be going up 1 hour earlier to make sure to get people home in a nice, decent time, okay? So we will be going up an hour earlier. We usually come on at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, but we'll be coming on at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
Get to the facts, man. Sorry.
Central, that'll be 6.
Jeez.
And I just want to make sure, as a reminder, to let everybody know, on at 8 o'clock.
Okay.
Wow, okay? Let's go. Floss out. It's that time. Now, speaking of preparation, right? We really got to talk about this, family. We really, really do. Let me go ahead and get this here all closed out. I don't want any distractions, no interruptions or anything. All right, I already did. Good job. All right, so now we're talking about preparation. The reason why I want to talk about preparation, we are getting prepared for the last days of this planet. We are getting prepared for the last days of Earth as we know it. But even as we come to the finalization of this cursed world as we know it, there are still people that just don't believe that all of this is happening. You see, remember Thomas and how Thomas kind of had his doubts, although all the evidence and everything was right in front of him. And what did Yahweh have to do? He said, Thomas, come here. You see that? Yeah, I got a hold of my hand. You see that? Right there? Yeah, it's me. He needed that reassurance. So I'm going to make sure here tonight that those of you that are doubting that these are the last days, that you are going to have your reassurance and why you need to be prepared at all costs. I'm not going to let it come out of my mouth. We're going to let the Bible speak. The Bible's going to speak about this, okay? All right. Now, guys, if you can remind me, please remember towards the end of the lesson, let's talk a little bit more about the gathering and the parking. Now, before we get into all of that stuff there, like I said,
I want you to see his channel. Just see that video right there. He goes into the scriptures. Now, no, I'm not religious, but what the Bible is talking about us. I'm just saying that, look at listen to what he's saying, because when he's talking about preparing, because I'm going to get off this video. I just want you to see. I just want you to see who to subscribe to, just right quick. And he's talking about preparing for what's about to happen in the neighborhood, in your community, because they're all moving in silently, secretly in your neighborhood. And, and you're going to see some wild shit. So he's just telling you this is a really good video, but I have to get off this video here. I'm going to check my, connect to your phone number. Okay. Thank you, Dominic. I'm going to go ahead and try to connect with Telegram. I try to do that. Okay, so I'm going to get some sleep, but I want to watch my YouTube. No, it's a movie on Netflix. It's a TV series on Netflix. I gotta see, because when I watch movies, I take notes, because they're talking in codes, but we already know now. Now it's going to be movies about like Planet of the Apes. That's why Planet of the Apes came out, because they want to make up their fantasy world about Caesar and the orangutan being a coon against us. There is no such thing as a damn monkey and orangutan coming. Come on, come on now. It's your little fantasy, because they have, when a movie comes out in Hollywood, they have a huge billboard of it right here on the corner, because we live right here. That's why I want you to come over here in Hollywood and see, so you can be right here in Hollywood and see what I see. Anyway, they got because the movies is telling what they know is going to happen. So they got Caesar and the orangutan against Jacob, the other, field Negro, kind of, so to speak. So they got the army. So they got two coons against Jacob. But see, that's your fantasy. There's no such thing as monkeys going against each other. They gonna kill y'all either way. So, and then that's Jamie Foxx's ex-wife. They got up in there. They saving her. Yeah, okay. Some of those women will be grafted in, but they will be over there. Yeah, okay. So that part is true. There's some I guess, I don't know. I don't think we'll see any, but I think that they will be grafted into something somewhere, because remember now, Elon Musk said that, and we already know this, that of course he is the AI. He is the AI. Okay. So if you want to know, they're going to make AI, he's an AI that's making an upgrade on the white race, because they have to have an upgrade, because they are the AI, artificial, and some sort of intelligence. That's AI. Okay. So Elon Musk is like, well, we're going to have to go to Mars, because they're going to try to turn us into AI. Yes, because you have to be contained. If you don't, then, that's why Vladimir Putin has gathered this whole army, as you could just see, to contain you, because, we have to create the promised land, and you're in our way, basically. But I'm going to get off this thing, and I'm just going to keep on making videos. And you know what I'm saying? Because everybody should know what's happening, and everybody should stick together. Whether we do the videos, and I show you what's going on, or I travel and show you what's going on anyway, because I'm going to be, around. I'm not going to be just stuck in this building. I got things to do. I got to see things. I'm nosy. I want to see, because that event that happened when the cops it's like some actors came. I don't know, because what would make them antagonize the police to make the police chase them? And then when they do, another group chases the police and end up running a woman over, Mexican woman over, just ran her right over, didn't give a fuck, and then killing the cops. And then because of the high-speed chase, like the cop crashed their car and killed themselves like that, like right here on the corner on Santa Monica and Gower. And there was another incident that happened right here the next day, or in a day before that. I'm talking about different things that's happening. Because when I told Cockeye Shelly and them, I'm like, man, I don't need that. I'm not gonna, it's not gonna be me that's gonna kill you, you idiot. It's gonna be your own people that's gonna kill you. Just like Obama said, you'll never see it. No, he said just like the red wedding, you'll never see it coming. You think I'm joking? That's what he said. And it's this right here. This is what he's talking about right here. They did not know that people coming across the border was their number one enemy. They didn't know that, because they've been sent a strong delusion, and that's in the Bible. That's why they have to read it, because their brain, they don't know what's going on. Lisa Haven and Paul Bagley and all that, they don't have a clue. They don't have a clue of what's going to happen to them, but we know. We know exactly what's going. I was telling you that 3 years ago was going to happen. I was saying it on Facebook 10 years ago. I said, "Oh, it's going to be a white on white war." 10 years ago I was saying that it's gonna be juicy. And then before the Voom Vooms came out, they was talking about, the virus and stuff. I said, I said, well, we don't see anybody dropping down dead. So that means they're going to come up with the deadliest shot ever. And they did, because Fauci is the penguin. Anyway, and so what it is that it's like the snake eating itself. When the snake eats its own tail, that's what's going on. That's what's going on. The snake is eating its own self because watch the Three Body Problem. Three Body Problem TV series on Netflix. It's all about them being bugs, and that the bugs and the reptilians are eating each other. Yeah, that's because that's what their DNA is really made of. It's really made of. It's made of, yeah. You gotta watch. Oh yeah, Jonathan Click. Click is Kleck. Jonathan Click. Become his subscriber and watch all of it. He will go in detail how the Vatican is made of a huge snake. The whole building is made of a snake, and its locusts is coming out of the womb of this female beast. And they're in the business of killing gods and goddesses and messiahs. And that's why Vladimir Putin is saying, I'm not going to die for you. I'm going to destroy y'all. Because if I don't, then we all die. So, and that's why he's telling them to repent to us. And that if you don't, in a certain amount of time, I'm going to get in that ass. Sugar. I'm going to go because I want to watch my movie on Netflix, y'all. Watch some. It's another one. Not Three Body Problem, but it's another one that's a good one too. And make sure to see, it was another one. Oh, make sure you see, what was that, King Kong that came out in the movies? We seen that. They showed how Tiamat came up from Africa on that big huge anomaly that came up when the April eclipse happened. That was Tiamat, and it took out Cape Cod. It had the whole ocean just took out Cape Cod because the Neanderthal was trying to claim Cape Cod, and it upset the Africans there. It's a whole video about that recently, that they tried to steal Cape Cod, and then that anomaly came out and took a tidal wave and took them all out, all of the Sinai Satan people out in that area, about a month ago. No, it was April 18th eclipse. No, wait, April. When was that eclipse? Was it the 18th? Oh my goodness, why can't I remember? I don't know. It was the 18th, I guess. April 8th. I'm tripping. Not April 18th. It was April 8th. April 8th. There was an anomaly that came out of the Antarctica Ocean. It was the size of the whole half of the ocean, a part of a round circle of part of the ocean, and it came from up. It was so big, and then it took out Cape Cod, and now it's over in New York, where all of the people that came from out of nowhere and filled up New York City, all of the the border crossing people, but they not. There's something else. And they only come to get rid of what is stifling us of our progress. They're getting rid of that. So whatever is stifling us of our progress, that's what's leaving. That's what's got to go. That's what's going to be destroyed. So if you're not natural to the earth to this world, if you're not indigenous to the world, now you might say, well, Putin ain't indigenous to the world, but it also says that some will be grafted in. Yeah, you're gonna have that. He's gonna have to be grafted in if he's the one that's helping. Where he gonna go? He gonna go to hell with them? I don't think so. Anyway, okay. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna make another video, maybe tomorrow, because maybe tomorrow, and everything. Thank you, Dominique. I'm gonna try to get on. Ooh, that's right. I'm gonna try to get on Telegram so I can put my proposals there, and in that way I can put the link from Telegram onto this video so you can see my proposals that I sent to Vladimir Putin, because he's the one. That's what made him open up that vault too, was because of my proposals, and you'll see why he read those proposals, and because it's fair and it's just. But let me go. Let me get off this video. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Bye.